2022 Olympic figure skating men's outcome. As everyone knows, there is a lot which is happening in figure skating right now. Although I have my opinions and feelings on everything, given the age of the athlete in question, I'm going to hold off until I have a clear picture of what's going on. What I will say on this situation is this veiled in secrecy method that the IOC and ISU are using to deal with this situation is not only harmful to the spirit of the Olympic, it also undermines the integrity of figure skating, which is already a sport with integrity issues. Aside from everything else, the men event was also of dramatic proportion. I will honestly admit that the thought of Yuzuru Hanyu not being on the podium never occurred to me. At worst, I thought a fall on the quad Axel would take him down to a silver. However, that damn quad Sal, which is now officially the enemy of humanity, nearly gave me a heart attack. I honestly don't remember seeing Hanyu in eighth place, even as a junior, I'm trying to recall. Regardless, at this event, we all know that Yuzuru Hanyu, the athlete, is a blessing to figure skating. Hanyu is the golden standard who guide figure skating into its present era. Medal or not, Hanyu is a legend with a spotless legacy. More so, the human being Hanyu is even greater. He is a humanitarian, a beacon of hope, a generous soul. Yuzuru is not defined by figure skating. Hanyu defined figure skating for a generation and probably so many more generations to come. All I ask from the skating gods is to let him rest, recover, and come back stronger. I know it's selfish to want him to continue. However, figure skating without Hanyu is not something that we can adjust to quickly. We need this to happen slowly and gradually. As for the men's event on a whole, it was pretty clean for an Olympic. I remember some of these past men Olympic competition disasters. In comparison, I would say this event was pretty clean. Our podium was made up of Shoma Uno with the bronze, Yuga Kageyama with the silver, and Nathan Chen with the gold. Shoma had for him a relatively clean short. That quad toe triple toe was a fight. However, he hung in there. This really gave me hope for the free. I can't put into word how much I love the passion, tension, and abandonment with which Shoma skate. However, these same qualities that I love are also sometimes his biggest downfall. In the long, it was clear that Shoma had too much of everything, which just made it so much harder for him to control his jumps. After the long, I was not sure he would be on the podium. However, his lead from the short was enough to keep him on there to get the bronze. Getting Japan a second medal in the men's discipline was Yuma Kageyama. Yuma is adorable. He is so animated in the kiss and cry. His jump technique, textbook, deep smooth knees, power, flow, ice coverage, a nice back, and there's very little ice flying about when he lands his jump. He has work to do, he needs to refine, but he has so much potential. And I'm so glad that his first experience at the Olympic was a positive one. And then for the gold, Nathan Chan conquering his nemesis and getting the job done. The last 4 years could not have been easy for Nathan, being held up so high and falling so hard and fast. The pressure that Nathan must have dealt with at not only this event but also the last 4 years leading up to the Olympic must be beyond what we can comprehend. I can imagine what it must have felt like to be on top for 3 straight years, only to finally break down when you are right at the finish line. His loss at Skate Canada was not what he needed to start his Olympic campaign. However, Nathan rallied, he pushed away the doubt, the pressure, and he rose to the occasion. This is truly a master class on mental and physical strength. I'm just going to say congratulations to you on your Olympic medal, Nathan. Although only 3 people can be on the podium, however, that does not mean each skater did not leave their mark. We had glorious Jason Brown, who I wanted to give 60 in PCs in the short and 100 in the long. Why can't I? As Brian also said, Jason is really good, and watching him was so much fun. That short program is art on ice. And the PC that he receives clearly showed the judges don't understand what program component score means. However, in both the long and the short, Jason gave us what only he could, the art of skating. As a longtime fan of this sport, I am so grateful to have a Jason Brown in it. The men even gave us more memorable skates, including Cha Hyun-hwa's beautiful short and then his fight in the long after that fall on that quad toe. Honestly, when Cha took such a hard fall on his very first jump, I don't even know how he got back up and skated the rest of the program. But skate that program he did. Not only did Cha give us technical proficiency, we had dance, we had drama, we had the head rolling spin that I love so much. In one Olympic cycle, Cha managed to go from 15th place to 5th. And what about Boyang Zhang? Under the Olympic home pressure, he skated the best short that I have seen from him in a long time, and he fought in that long. You can't ever count Jen out. And this is the benefit of longevity in sport, when an athlete is given the opportunity to grow through his or her pain. We also had skaters like Donovan Carrillo, who represented the joy of skating, Denis Vasiliev, the passion, Keegan Messing, the fighting spirit of skating to overcome no matter what. And we also had Kevin Amos showing us the skating heart. Figure skating is a sport, however, to me, not all wins are measured by podium finish. As a fan, I am so grateful for the balance that each skater with their uniqueness brought to this event. Now, on a lighter note, while I congratulate everyone on their win and placement and realize the tech score is what it is, can we take a second to talk about these program component scores? Nathan won PC over Jason? Really? Nathan, I'm so happy for you that you won. However, the second you landed that last jump in your program, you were like, thank you, I'm done. We have seen you skate the end of that program light out. This was not it. I'm giving you a 92 MPC. I don't know where the judges found that extra 5.2 to give you. And Huma, honey, you are so adorable. However, your skating is still young without much depth. You're getting an 87 in PC. That extra 6 points that the judge found to give you, please. And could someone please explain to me in which universe does it make sense for Maurici to be higher in PC than Dennis, Matteo, and Mark? Not even if he flies you to the moon would that make sense. I really hope in July we get some clarity on the separation of tech and PC. I don't mind telling you guys that I needed an extra 45-minute session with my therapist to work my way through the men's event. You can only imagine what the rest of the disciplines will be like. Anyways, let me know in the comment how you are dealing with the craziness that is figure skating at the Olympics.